What is up, YouTube? Blue Vortex here, bringing you a live gameplay commentary on the map Evac in the game mode Domination. So, if any of you guys watch my videos on a regular basis, or, regularly, I guess, if any of you guys noticed that, I'm not sure if it was the last video or the video before the last, I was talking about not being able to upload over the weekend, and I'm just going to try to cover a little bit of why I wasn't able to upload this weekend. But first, we're going to be using the Shiva with this class. Pause it if you want it. That's good. But, so, we started off going to Chicago on Friday, I think. And we drove halfway to Chicago, and I think we stopped in a city named Champaign. I think that's what it was called. But we stopped in Champaign, and then continued the rest of the drive that morning. Well, what happened was, we finished that drive on the way to Chicago, or we finished the drive to Chicago in the morning to make it just in time for our game that afternoon in Chicago. But our first game was against a Canadian team, and there are stereotypes about like Canadians and hockey, since like hockey was first started in Canada. You would think that like Canadians would be like crazy good at hockey, but we ended up beating them in a game, and I'm a goalie, and I played goal that game, and we beat them, so we were all pretty psyched about that. But our team has two goalies, and I played the first game, and he ended up playing the second game against an Anaheim team. It was the Anaheim Junior Ducks. And I was one kill from a hater. But the Anaheim Junior Ducks are a team. They weren't bad, but they weren't the best. But we ended up beating the Canadian team as well as the Junior Ducks. So we ended up 2-0 after the first day, and we ended up playing a team called the Admirals on the next day, and they were 2-0 just like us, and we ended up beating the Admirals by 2. I think the score was 4-2. And both teams were 2-0. So it was a very close game. And that game I played goal, but we played very well as a team. So we ended up the 1 seed at 3-0. So we ended up 3-0, and then we played the 4 seed because we were the 1 seed, right? So we played the 4 seed, and we ended up in the semifinal against a team called the Junior Preds, or the Junior Predators from Tennessee, from Nashville, Tennessee to be exact. I couldn't see anyone with that hailstorm. But they have a rolling thunder. I'm just gonna stay here. Hope I don't die. But we ended up playing a Tennessee team, and I don't know if any of you guys know, but I'm from Tennessee too. So it was like the battle of Tennessee teams. So we were playing them, and since our coach promised the other goalie 50% of the games, our other goalie ended up playing in this game, against the junior Preds, and he ended up starting. But I ended up coming in the second period, about halfway through the second period, because our other goalie got hurt. So we were down 1-0 when I came in. And I'm starting to lose my voice because I was screaming so much this weekend. But where was I? We were down 1-0, and I came in a pretty good spot, 1-0. You know, our team. I'm pretty sure that our team plays better with me in the net over the other goalie. So I come in, and then as soon as I come in, we take a stupid penalty, and we end up on the penalty kill. So it was a 5-on-4, and the Preds had the extra man on the ice. So their first shot while on the power play ended up getting tipped, and I'm doing terrible with hailstorms this game. But it ended up getting tipped into the back of the net. So they scored on me, and that ended up making it, 2-0, and they were in the lead. So after that, since like I said, our team plays better with me in the net, it was just like bang, bang, that fast that a kid on my team named Ben just goes straight up the ice and just scores twice. Just bang, bang, just like that. So we tie it at 2. And after we tied at 2, oh my god, I wanted raps. But after we tied it at 2, oh my lord, that guy is destroying me. So, as I keep trying to say, but keep getting interrupted by this guy, we were tied 2-2. And another kid on my team, Holton, was... Well, this was in the third period. My friend Holton took a shot, and after he took this shot and he did end up scoring, and so this put us up 3-2. I'm going brain dead, but it was 3-2. We were winning in the third period, and our other goalie says he's starting to feel better. So our other goalie comes back in about a couple, maybe 5 minutes into the third, but he comes back in and ends up letting like a flipper from the blue line go in. But I don't know, I wasn't in the net. He may have been getting screened or something. I'm not sure, but all I know is that the puck went in the net. So it was then tied 3-3, and you know, we were kind of like we were like disappointed because we were up 3-2 after being down 2-0, and then just gave the lead, or gave them a goal like right back. So it was tied 3-3 and stayed scoreless through the rest of the third, and the game ended up going into overtime. And as the game went into overtime, it remained scoreless. So it stayed 3-3 through overtime, and then the game ended up actually going into shootout, and Daniel, our other goalie, decided to look at me and say that he wanted me to play in the shootout. So I said, okay, I'll step up for the team and I'll play in the shootout. So shootouts work, or this shootout worked first team with like first team pretty much with more goals and 5 shooters wins, and it was tied after 5 shooters. So we kept going, and you could practically say that I carried my team to 12 rounds, which is pretty good for this age. But our team are probably our 2 best, like, danglers, dekers, jukers, whatever you want to say. Neither of them scored, so that kind of messed us up big time. But that's okay, you know. One of our other better dekers had a wide open net and like whiffed on the puck, and if he had made it, it would have won us the game because it would have made us have more in the first 5 shooters. But, you know, it's in the past. That's in the past. But I came in and ended up carrying my team to like 11, 12 rounds of a shootout, and we sadly ended up losing. It was a heartbreaking loss, but I guess that's just how the cookie crumbles. You know, we were down 2-0 and almost came back and won it. But, you know, it's alright. Things like that happen. You know, I guess it just wasn't our day. But that lag. That's just how the day ended for us. We ended up losing to the Junior Preds in the shootout. The final score ended up being, what was it? 4-3. It was 4-3. That was the final in the shootout. And everyone on our team felt terrible because we just got upset by the 1-4 team. We're from the same state, so now they're going to think they're better than us. It was a very physical game, and it was very poorly reffed. But you can't blame it all on the refs. But that's kind of how my weekend went. That's why I couldn't upload. But if you enjoyed the video, I would appreciate if you hit the like button. For more content, hit the subscribe button. It's greatly appreciated. But as always, this is Blue Vortex signing off.